Hey guys, so today I'm going to be looking at doctors reveal cases where people faked it. So yeah, let's just get right into the video. We have a patient at a primary care clinic who claims to be blind. He always comes in with sunglasses and a white cane. We were always suspicious though. Something definitely seemed off. One day, someone followed him out of the building. He walked through our nearly empty parking lot and down the street a little ways to a car parked out of view of the clinic. He folded up his cane, got into the driver's seat, merged into traffic and drove away. So he faked being blind? What for though? Performed a cruciate repair on a miniature poodle, and of course the dog limped post-operation. Came in for radiographs a month later to confirm healing. Looked great, but dog was still limping. 2 months later, the owner was furious that the surgery was a waste of $1,000. Threatened to sue, but on examination and re-radiographing the leg, I couldn't find a thing wrong. On a hunch, I asked the owner to leave the dog with me for additional tests that would be of no cost to her, so she went shopping for an hour. During that time, I set up a video camera to record the dog in the kennel run. The moment the dog didn't hear the owner or the car anymore, boom, all 4 legs working like a charm. Dog running around perfectly normal. Called the owner and asked her to return after half an hour and set the camera to record again. And the moment the dog heard the familiar car returning, the limp came back as well. Whoa, what the heck, doggo? I had a fun few minutes explaining to the owner that her dog was faking the sore leg for attention. Got the usual, oh no, my fur baby Snooky Wookums wouldn't do such a thing. So I showed her the footage, clearly showing her dog running around fine, as well as showing what happened when her car returned. Instructed her to ignore the dog while it was limping. Limp magically went away after a week of not getting attention for it. The dog faked an injury for attention? Whoa. I mean, I have seen these videos before, like a dog faking a leg injury because they want some food. I think once it works, they keep doing it. Like there was this dog who was just walking on his 2 front legs and dragging his back legs, and people would just give the dog food, and then after a while you can just see the dog walk away with the bread. Like, bro, just got scammed by a dog. My mum had a patient who said she had passed kidney stones at home and needed painkillers. The lady actually brought in the kidney stones as proof. Patients don't actually do this, and the stones were way bigger than people can pass on their own. My mum sent them to the lab and they came back as geological origin, aka crazy lady picked up small stones from outside to try and get meds. Dude, really people? Wasting the doctor's time? Seriously? Wow, that's crazy. I feel like a lot of people fake their illnesses to try to get meds because, you know, it makes them feel good. Stupid. My grandma used to work with a lady at a hospital, funny enough, that would always say she got an on-the-job injury and needed to take a few weeks workman comp. A doctor there would somehow always give her a note and she would get a free week or 2 vacation, come back for a month and do it again, obviously milking the system. One day her boss said, okay, but there's nothing for you to do here on light duty. Usually we'd send you home until you're better, but we're going to have you come in until you're better. But there's nothing for me to do, she said. He told her, I know, bring a magazine or something. It'll be a long day sitting in the break room. She lasted 2 days and never pulled that stunt again. Good on the boss, seriously. A surprising number of people try to fake being unconscious, but there's a simple test for that. Pick up the hand and drop it onto their face. If they smack their own face, they're unconscious. If they move their hand to the side as it drops, they're conscious. Wow. Or you could just brush your finger across the eyelashes. They will flinch the eyes if conscious. Right, that's the hardest to fake. Like closing your eyes, it's so hard to Called to a bar for a seizure. Waitress says she delivered his bill and he suddenly went to the floor having a seizure. Look over at him and he's laying there flopping his arms and legs around as he looks us right in the eye and screams over and over, I'm having a seizure. We tell him to stand up so we can take him to the ambulance. He does and starts walking to the door. We tell him to hold up, you gotta pay your bill first. Man was pissed at us. Waitress tells us he does this all the time, but not today. He still took a ride to the hospital though. The hospital has good egg salad sandwiches. So please stand up for us and walk yourself out the door. Some people are just dumb, honestly. Gentleman called 911 from a restaurant claiming he had a migraine and was unable to see properly. He was literally 2 blocks from a hospital. I've had migraines. I'm sympathetic. On the way to the call, I was planning my treatment plan so he would be more comfortable during the wait in the emergency. He was waiting outside in full sunlight, waving at us. Thanked us politely for coming to his rescue. Sat in the well-lit ambulance, chatting up a storm, making inappropriate jokes and laughing. He obviously does not have a migraine. I get headaches so often. I don't know if it's a migraine or not though, but I just always think it's a headache. But dude, I'm so sensitive to light when I get a headache. Like I have to turn everything off. All the lights are off. I have to be in a dark room and just freaking be quiet and just sit. You know, I have to sit. I get headaches sometimes where I would just like be vomiting and I hate headaches. It's probably a migraine. Okay, stating the whole time he has 10 out of 10 pain from a migraine and that only...
How do you pronounce that?
And that only Percocet works to reduce the pain. I have no idea how you say that. He has them frequently and wouldn't you know it, he's run out of his prescribed medication and his doctor is on vacation. Wow. The chef from the restaurant he called from came out and asked for his information. Our patient was unable to pay his bill due to the pain. He conveniently had no ID he could leave with the restaurant and only had his debit card with him. He promised to come back once he was feeling well enough to tap his PIN into the machine, but right now he couldn't. The chef knew 100% the guy was full of shit but couldn't do anything. As someone who has had a vomiting, shaking, vision-affecting migraine in the past, he did nothing to convince anyone he was in actual discomfort. I actually would greatly prefer if he had said, I ate a meal I can't afford and I'm addicted to painkillers. Can you please take me to the ER? Honestly, would have gotten him better treatment from everyone involved. What in the world? People like him exist out there. But honestly, just pay the bill, man. Or if you don't want to pay the bill, don't be eating at a restaurant. Story 1. We get called to a local Waffle House for a seizure. We walk in to find a man lying on the floor, not moving but breathing. We start talking to the waitress, asking what had happened. While talking to her, we occasionally look down at the patient and find him with one eye barely cracked open, watching us. When he sees us looking at him, he closes his eyes. This happens a few times. Then the cops show up and find out what's going on. One of the officers asks the waitress, did he eat here? Yes, he did. How much is his bill? $14. At this point, the officers roll the patient over and finds his wallet. The guy has a $20 bill in it, takes out the $20 and gives it to the waitress and tells her keep the change. You could see the anger in the patient's face when he realizes he's not getting out of paying his bill. He ended up faking a seizure on the way to the hospital. He still kept up his act. What do you get from this? Dude, people are freaking dumb. Oh my gosh, people are annoying. Oh, just pay the bill. He has money. Just pay the bill. Why are you eating at the restaurant if you don't want to pay the bill? So I guess this happens like more than you'd expect it to. Jeez. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.